Y'all, how y'all doing? Top 10 most powerful and creepiest Cenobites from Hellraiser movies explained. Before y'all started recommending these, I had no idea what this shit existed. But, since the first person recommended it, then, watched it. It's just like a chain reaction from there. Like, apparently a lot of y'all rock with this. Hey man, if y'all like it, let's get to it. Why do it look so ugly? Like, that just looks like a bomb. Like, how is it so ugly?
We had to hear it from your own lips.
Like,
Top
why?
10 most powerful and creepiest Cenobites from the Hellraiser movies explained. If we don't know the Cenobites by their names, we should undoubtedly know, at least some of them, by their faces. The Cenobites are demonic beings who appear in Clive Barker's most notable works, The Hellbound Heart and The Scarlet Gospels, along with the other 9 productions of the Hellraiser series. These strange creatures are affiliated to Hell and serve as armies of darkness and destruction under their master, Leviathan. The realm of the Cenobites is used to achieve sadistic ends by torturing souls from the human world. Though these Cenobites are equally creepy, they have powers and abilities unique to themselves. If you don't know enough about them, you are in the right place, because we're going to cover the 10 most powerful and creepiest Cenobites.
Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot.
Yeah,
Thank you. Let's begin.
Can we not? Dude, this is disgusting.
Number 10. The Wire Twins. Hellraiser Inferno. Here's a disclaimer for the entire length of this video. We decided to start with the least creepy of them all. The Wire Twins are more popularly known as Leviathan's sisters. They were sisters in real life before they stepped into the labyrinth, the schism through which the world of Cenobites comes into being. After transforming into Cenobites, they became predators of lust and pleasure, taking it upon themselves to use their dark sexual prowess to satisfy the souls in hell. They're bald, wear revealing attire, and their stomachs and eyes are held together by interconnected wires. But there are also wires on their forehead and below their chins that attach with their bra collars. With long, black, serpentine tongues for oral pleasure, they can go to the extent of slicing through the victim's skin and massaging their muscles. To top it all, they seem to have an incredibly creepy smile on their wired faces. Lynn Spear and Patricia Cara play the Wire Twins, and they make an appearance only in Hellraiser Inferno.
How do you even smile with that?
Oh my god.
Hey, to be honest, the last one was creepier than that dog.
Number 9. The Chatterer Beast, Hellraiser Bloodline. Ever wonder what a pet from hell would look like? The Chatterer Beast will clear your doubts. It's a monstrous hound made up of bloody human flesh. The body has evident signs of extreme mortifications and scarring, giving it an outrightly disgusting look. There are no exact origins that led to its transformation, but in the movie Bloodline, it's shown to work as Pinhead's pet. In the film, there was a scene where it fed on a live pigeon offered by Pinhead. Later on, it starts to target the wife of John Merchant. The Chatterer Beast eventually meets its demise in a large space satellite called the Elysium Configuration. Yet, it was nothing but an evil creature with no limits when it came to brutality and carnage for all the time it was alive. Who said all pets are cute?
That feels like Jabba the Hutt, just like mobile. Stop. Bro, who came up with these designs?
Number 8. Butterball, Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. If you were looking for an intelligent Cenobite, here's Butterball for you. But don't fall for the cute name. He is an obese Cenobite with hollow eye sockets that have been sewn shut. Fortunately, Butterball wears round black glasses for most of his screen time, as if to conceal the horrific sight from us. Before becoming a disfigured Cenobite with a gashed stomach and rotten, thick mounds of sagging skin, he used to live an equally despicable life, indulging in total gluttony and perverseness. Appearing in both Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2, the character of Butterball was played by Simon Bamford in both appearances.
Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing. Fuck that thing right there. Okay, this is a horrible duo right here.
Number 7. Torso, Hellraiser Inferno. Just as the Chatterer Beast was a pet to Pinhead, Torso Beast is a pet to the Wire twin sisters. Torso is one of the Cenobites who was modeled after the original Chatterer. Also, Torso stands out as one of the most horrifyingly altered creatures in the Hellraiser series, especially among the later parts. With a dented back face, he's supported only by his head, arms, and torso with no lower body. If you want to get freaked out, pay attention to how this hell of a creature crawls his way with that protruding spine. This Cenobite was portrayed by Mike J. Regan, who later went on to play the character of Chatterer in Hellraiser Hellseeker, Hellraiser Deader, Hellraiser Hellworld, and Hellraiser Judgment.
What do you mean, a bag? Oh, okay. I can't. That's jumping up there. What is that? Oh, no, it's...
Number 6. The Engineer, Hellraiser. The Engineer is one of the most striking creations among the other Cenobites in this list. An entirely non-human entity, it seems to have been made with a combination of skin and scales. With feline eyes, a scorpion's tail, and huge claw-like teeth, the Engineer has indeed been engineered flawlessly. It almost always hangs upside down, holding on to the labyrinth walls, while its appendages move free. The Engineer, as justified by its looks, is incredibly creepy and gruesome. Interestingly, the Engineer is the one who seemed to have opened the gates of hell, letting in all the other Cenobites for the first time. Apart from being the gatekeeper, the Engineer is also the guardian of Leviathan. May you never have to meet it.
It's just a box. Thank God for men of reason.
Number 5. Angelique, Hellraiser Bloodline. Angelique is a standout Cenobite for more than one reason. Although she looks mostly human, she's the only Cenobite in this series who was never a human being in her past life. Angelique was more of a design, created to summon an infernal princess. But later, Pinhead finds her and transforms her into a proper Cenobite. Even after her transformation, her body was retained. But now, she had a bald head with a split scalp connected with wires, such that a portion of her skull always remained visible. Wearing a tight leather costume, she also has hooks attached to her chest and stomach. Angelique's transformation into a proper Cenobite is more of Pinhead's punishment after she fails to complete the task given to her. It's easy to fall for the simplicity of her looks after having seen gruesome Cenobites like the ones above.
I'm thinking to myself, why would anyone create a drum plugin? You can find drums everywhere. And I'm thinking to myself,
dude,
I don't know if this
stop.
was good.
Nobody, dude, what the, how many, bro, look, although it's disgusting, like, mad respect to whoever came up with these designs, because I could not think of this shit. I mean, it's concerning, but, like, like, you know, they did a good job. Like, this is, like, what the fuck is that thing?
Number 4. Chatterer, Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. The Chatterer's depiction is one of the most grotesque and disgusting instances among the Cenobite family. His facial degradation has stretched back his lips to the extent that his ugly set of teeth is left permanently visible, and there are no distinct facial features left. His name comes from the fact that he continually chatters his teeth, and also because of his creepy peeled-back mouth. As Pinhead's army's muscle, he first makes an appearance when Kirsty unravels the Lament configuration and restrains her to make her accept a deal with Pinhead. His uncanny appearance justifies the creepy backstory about his transformation. After his transformation, he takes up his affiliation to Hell and starts to hunt for human souls. The Chatterer appears in the first and second Hellraiser movies and has been depicted by Nicholas Vince.
Not leaving us so soon, are you?
Okay, the voice and mouth syncing was horrible right there. I ain't gonna cut.
Number 3, female Cenobite. Hellraiser and Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. This female Cenobite does not have any nickname, but it doesn't change the fact that she is one of the series' creepiest and most terrifying creatures. Although her character does not have an emergent background, even her presence is enough to terrify. Her throat is ripped apart from the center, and you can see her defaced larynx and bloody throat. She also has a wire penetrating her cheeks and hanging from her face. She became one of the most popular and dreaded Cenobites owing to her chilling delivery of the often quoted sentence, "Maybe we prefer you." Grace Kirby portrayed the character in Hellraiser, and Barbie Wilde in Hellbound, Hellraiser 2.
She should not be top 3. There's way worse ones than her. She should have been at the bottom of the list. Okay, maybe he deserves to be up here. The fuck?
Number 2, Dr. Chenard, Hellbound, Hellraiser 2. Even before becoming a Cenobite and serving Leviathan, Dr. Chenard used to have a crooked way about doing things. Using his profession, he experimented with his mentally unstable patients to solve the puzzle box and find a way to hell. He's scary and repulsive. His transformation was done by pushing several sharp wires across his head so that his skin was permanently left cut. The top of his head also boasts an ugly phallic appendage that places itself on his head as a 4-pronged drill bit. He can also eject tentacles from his palms and even small human fingers from the center of those tentacles.
We're not watching that.
Throughout Hellraiser 2, he remains the primary villain who directs characters into the labyrinth, the Cenobites' realm. Interestingly, the Doctor is also the first character in the series whose early life as a human and the final transformation into a Cenobite is depicted entirely. From being a sadistic human, this demented Doctor becomes a fouler and more sadistic Cenobite obsessed with his grotesque and bloody face. Kenneth Cranham played the role of this horrifying Doctor.
Jesus Christ. The fuck? Imagine that shit with good graphics.
I am forever.
Number 1. Pinhead, the Hellraiser series. Finally, the leader of the pack is here. Pinhead was meant to be just another Cenobite, but with his rising popularity among the Hellraiser followers, Barker and his team decided to elevate him to be the Cenobite chief. He is the leader of the Cenobites and is responsible for every single soul to be tortured by their family. His face is a grand symbolism of pain, with several pins inserted into his entire facial structure and head. We don't understand quite enough whether to look for a long time or to look away. Pinhead's appearance and chilling personality struck a chord with the audience immediately. In addition to that, his delivery of the most famous dialogue, "We will tear your soul apart," made him one of the most memorable characters in dark horror films. Pinhead's backstory is also intriguing. Born as Elliot Spencer, he was a war veteran who became extremely frustrated with living after witnessing the living horrors of war. And that started his affair with the world of darkness and suffering. The character of Pinhead appears in all of the parts of the movie series. It was played by Clive Barker's good old friend, Doug Bradley, who continued to play the role in the first 8 parts. Only for the 9th and 10th part was he replaced owing to his retirement.
And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like.
Like, I get it. I guess the leader's got to be at the top. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that. But, like, the girl, and I'd even say Pinhead, they're not the creepiest. I don't know who the creepiest is. I'm just saying, this whole series is fucked. I don't know why y'all like, this is... Okay, like, I get it. If you fuck... I don't know. Just... If you like this movie, you need help.